All right, seeing no one else, we'll go on to conduct of business. I'm going to take item A and move it to the end in the hopes that Mr. Ibarra may be here. But we'll start with item B, which will be received report on education enforcement activities for the 2011 fireworks season.
Honorable Mayor, members of the City Council, this evening the Police Chief and I are here to update the City Council on the planning activities of the Police and Fire Departments for the 2011 fireworks season and seek Council's approval of the proposed educational and enforcement program. The City Council has directed staff to raise community awareness of the risk involved with fireworks use and to strictly enforce violations of illegal fireworks. The demand placed on the fire and police resources typically increase not only during the holiday, but also in the preceding weeks. The fire department will take the lead in educational outreach efforts, including public education messages in the summer edition of Focus and cable TV. A joint effort with the fireworks industry will provide information to all the elementary, middle, and high schools in San Bruno. There will be mandatory meetings in June with the fireworks industry and community organizations that are requesting to sell safe and sane fireworks. This meeting is conducted to review the regulations, safety requirements, and timelines related to the sale of fireworks. All these organizations have paid their respective fees by the deadline in November. The estimated cost of adding an additional engine company and possible addition in staffing prior to the holiday is about $18,000. The additional resources will depend on weather, fuel, and activity conditions prior to the holiday. We will also consider adding staff and station them at high-risk areas if warranted. At this point, I'll turn it over to Chief Telford to describe the police activity.
We're going to partner with the fire department on the education campaign and get the message out for residents and those coming into our community that illegal firework use will not be tolerated and there'll be a strict enforcement on it. We'll also be visiting those neighborhoods where we've had chronic activity in the past, and in that education campaign, we're going to encourage residents to call us to report violations of illegal fireworks and violations of the safe and sane use. Once again, we have ordered that all department personnel that are not on a 40-hour block of vacation will be working on the 4th of July, and we will also be doing enforcement in the days leading up to the 4th of July. Once again, a zero-tolerance approach on illegal use of dangerous fireworks and prohibited use of safe and sane fireworks. Our estimated cost for our enforcement campaign is just under $32,000 at $31,900, and the total cost for the education enforcement campaign, including public works cleanup on the day after the 4th of July, is $53,900. These cost estimates for the education enforcement campaign are reimbursed by assessments charged to the organizations permitted for the safe and sane sale of fireworks. And that concludes our, and I did forget one thing. We are, in light of the Glenview neighborhood, we will be conducting additional patrols in that area. And you might say that by the end of the night, it will look like we've had somebody stationed up there. And again, depending on the activity that we see up there, we will report any additional need for fire to respond to that area as well. So now I think I've concluded my report on the education and enforcement campaign, and we'll be happy to take any questions.
I know when you talk about Glenview, will that grass be cut down by the 4th of July?
It will, and one way or another, the lots will be in a state that is consistent with the fire safety priorities that we have throughout the community. So the answer is yes, and as the chief indicated, there is a heightened level of sensitivity not only to the potential for fire, but also to just the situation of loud noises. And so there's a heightened awareness, a heightened sensitivity, and the departments will be responding accordingly.
Okay. Questions, comments?
No.
Okay.